Hello and welcome back to On the Workbench. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Craftsman LED task light. This was purchased recently from a most unexpected place. K-Mart? Really? K-Mart? Yes. If you saw my video about saving Sears, you know I made a recent trip to K-Mart and I ended up actually buying this light while I was there. And so this is oddly enough a Craftsman product that is unique to K-Mart. So let's take a look at this and I'll tell you why I got this. So this is a handheld plug-in light. This is not battery powered. This is not rechargeable. This requires plugging into the wall. And if we look at the back of the packaging here, it has a magnet and a push button on-off switch as well as a retractable hook. We'll see what that looks like inside the packaging. So now with this out of the clamshell packaging, if we flip this around, what we're going to get out of here is going to be our cord, and this is going to have just a basic 2-end cord. There's no giant transformer, something that I consider to be a plus. We got our usual silly safety tags here telling us not to be stupid, don't use this near bath water, don't get wet, risk of electrical shock, yada yada yada. If you're buying one of these and you don't know that, you probably shouldn't be buying a tool like this. So now at the business end of the tool here, we've got a pop-up hook. I have to say this is kind of chintzy plastic here. It'd be nice if this were a little stronger, made of metal, aluminum or something else. We've got a magnet. We've got our LED there. That's a pretty good size. And then we've got a nice click action here. And if we look on the back of the product here, this is indoor use only, as in don't use it outdoors, don't use it actually as a Christmas light. Draws 0.07 amps at 60 hertz, 120 volts. So if you live overseas, this won't work with 240 volt current. And so this is rated for 300 lumens. And so the reason why I got this is I was wanting to be able to have just a simple task light that I could put underneath a vehicle and plug in where I'd have to worry about rechargeable batteries with some of my other lights. Like I've got this Porter Cable 18 volt light here, which works wonderful, but you can see the height difference between the two. I want something really nice and low profile I can lay on its back, and I don't have to worry about the battery being charged. If I'm working under a vehicle, if I'm working on, say, a transmission fluid change, a differential fluid change, transmission fluid change, or anything else underneath the car that I wanted to be able to slide a light in under quick, nice and quick, and see what's going on without having to worry about if all my power tool batteries are charged or wasting a power tool battery on a flashlight. So since I can plug this in, this is nice and compact, there's no silly wall warts. And so while I'm at it here, let me just go ahead and fix this up here and clean that up since we know that's going to come off anyway. And we'll go ahead and fix up the other end. If you don't know, this will cause electric shock if used near a bathtub around water. You're an idiot. The light also came with an instruction sheet. And I don't know who the original equipment manufacturer is for this light. Obviously it's not Craftsman because they just rebrand other products. This bought in 2017. The sheet here is dated April of 2014. We've got 800 phone number. I'm not sure if that's a Craftsman number or not, but what I thought was interesting is rather than the usual Craftsman address in Illinois, the parts or the address here for replacement parts is the Alert Parts Department in Bedford Heights, Ohio. Now I'm over at my toolbox here where I've got the light plugged into the wall. I'll be using this primarily for my pull-down extension cord reel. And so first I'm going to use my light meter here, and let me show you the ambient light level here is about 11 or 12 foot candles. Tilt this over a little bit, 10, 11. Now let's turn on the light and see how much that increases. So then in the area where the light is located, that jumps. We've got somewhere around, easily when you get close to it, about 80 foot candles. So we're adding about 60, so that's about right. It's got a nice bright LED light. It's got a wide beam, roughly, I'd say probably about 90 degrees, maybe 110 degrees or so for that angle from left to right. When placed in the right way, it should work. On the side of my toolbox, let me actually undo the cords over here. So now if we take this light over to my toolbox, you can see where I got some mag trays set up here. And let's check that magnet on the back. And when I place it horizontal, you can see it there. Let me just take the load off the end. If I take the load off, you You can see where it's there that it definitely kind of sags at the tail end with the magnet the way it's set like that. I put it up underneath my screwdriver holder there. It's holding it up just fine. You know, when I lay this back or lay this flat on the top of the toolbox here, let me turn this off so you can see it better. When it's on the back, there's a little LED light here that comes on amber that tells you it's got power. So if we look at this when it's on its back, we can see why the magnet might have some trouble. You can see when it's flush on the magnet, there's a little bit of a flush rubber on the back side here, which is nice so you're not scratching or marring any surfaces here with the back end, but it's going to make it difficult for that magnet to ride and seat fully and completely on whatever it is. It'd be nice if this handle were angled just a little bit more. As you can see, there's a slight profile with an overmold grip on the front and the back with this light. And so for about 25 bucks, I'm happy with this. I put it to good use. I could have done far worse, and I don't have to worry about batteries dying. So I hope you found this video useful, and have a great day. Bye.